Hello and welcome to the latest Raspberry Pi OS version release. As some of you may know, every 2 years, Debian Linux, on which Raspberry Pi OS is based, gets a major version upgrade. Debian Buster has been the basis of Raspberry Pi OS since its release in 2019, and Debian Bullseye was released last month. And yes, if those names sound familiar, it's the trend of new Debian version upgrades to be named after Toy Story characters. Many of the changes in this Debian upgrade are under the hood. However, we've made a few extra changes to our desktop experience that we want to share with you today. Firstly, there have been some behind-the-scenes updates to how our applications look and feel, thanks to an upgrade from GTK Plus 2 to GTK Plus 3. GTK Plus is a layer of software which applications can use to draw standard user interface components, or widgets, so that all applications have a consistent look and feel. An example of this change can be seen in how tabbed interfaces appear. However, much of the desktop experience will visually seem unchanged. This upgrade to GTK Plus 3 allows us to use a new Windows manager called Mutter, which not only allows us to produce good-looking window features such as drop shadow and animation, but also allows us to take the necessary steps towards the Wayland Windows system. More information on the GTK Plus 3 changes, Mutter, and Wayland can be found in today's OS launch blog post written by Simon Long. Visit rptl.io/OS/NOV21 or follow the link in the video description below. So, what else is new? For starters, we've included a new notification system, and to show you how it works, I'll insert a USB flash drive and remove it again. As you can see, a notification has appeared in the top corner, reprimanding me for removing the drive without first ejecting it. This notification system can also be used by any plugins and accessed via other applications. To make changes to the notifications, simply right-click on the taskbar and select Panel Options. And here you can change the notification background color, you can change the font color, you can also change how long the notification stays on your desktop before it times out. So long as your Raspberry Pi is connected to the internet, you'll also receive notifications for any operating system updates. As this is a fresh install of the new OS, I can't show you this feature in action, but here are some screenshots to show you what you can expect to see when an update is available. We've also made changes to the video and camera drivers. The KMS driver, which was an experimental option in the previous release, is now the standard video driver in this release. And the driver used by Raspberry Pi to access camera modules has now been replaced with libcamera, which is a standard Linux API. One of the main reasons for these changes is to allow for less closed-source proprietary code, which makes it easier for third parties to develop new Raspberry Pi compatible hardware and software. Those familiar with Bookshelf will also notice the inclusion of Custom PC Magazine. The Bookshelf app allows users to download free PDFs of all of our publications, our magazines and books, direct to your Raspberry Pi the day they're released. As usual with a major upgrade like this, most applications have been upgraded to the latest version. In particular, the Chromium web browser has been updated, it's now version 92, and has been optimized to use the Raspberry Pi hardware to accelerate video playback. If you're planning to upgrade to this new version of Raspberry Pi OS, we recommend using a new image and reinstalling any applications and moving any data across from your current version. Major upgrades contain a lot of changes, and even the smallest tweak on your current OS version could cause issues with a standard upgrade via terminal. The easiest way to install a new image of Raspberry Pi OS to your SD card is to use the Raspberry Pi Imager, which is a free application available on our website. Imager ensures that you're always installing the latest version of Raspberry Pi OS, as well as other third-party operating systems. And that's everything from us today. As I said, if you want to read in more detail about this latest upgrade, simply go to rptl.io/OS/NOV21 or visit the link in our description, or head over to raspberrypi.com and find it there. If you have any questions at all or any comments about this version of the operating system, the best place to leave them is on our blog, as Simon will be there answering questions. But do let us know what you think of it as well in the comments here on YouTube, and we will see you soon.